evening, students. Today is the topic is over-the-counter market. Over-the-counter market is known also as forward market. So this is the market where the company and individual trades. There are there are the two parties. One is the company and other is individuals. So the OTC has become very popular since there are no many companies that offer online trading platform. These company are also providing online trading platform. On that there is all the business is done. The foreign exchange market is an over-the-counter market. Main example is foreign exchange market. It does not denote a particular place on the floor where dealer assembles and transit foreign exchange. So it is also known as the no centralized because there is no intermediary involved, and this is also known as the a decentralized market because there is a no trading on the physical floor. There is a no counter and that is placed on the physical place. So the example is that bonds or foreign exchange. This is also known as the global exchange 24 into 5 trading a market. This is an online market. The foreign exchange market is over the counter markets. It denotes a particular place on the floor where the dealer sample and transacts the foreign exchange. It does not denote it does not denote it does not denote a particular place or the floor where the dealer sample and transit foreign exchange currencies. Rather of the trading desk, admin agency dealing in foreign exchange, they are connected by the telephone, the telex, etc. And these are connected by the telephones, online platforms, telex, and this is why this transaction are based normally on oral followed by the written communication. And this is based normally on oral. This is also known as on telephone oral followed by the written communication. The because in this is that in this portion in this line denote that sometimes there are some important type of businesses, so these are written in the form but are already done in online form, means oral form. So the foreign exchange market has a major sectors and some participants. This is also known as a spot market, and the foreign exchange spot transaction is a transaction where between the two parties to buy one currency against selling another currency at an agreed price for settlement on the spot. It means the spot market is just like a over the counter market, but there are two parties, same individual and the company, to buy one at currency, same currency, selling each other at an agreed or contracted price, agreed price for settlement on the spot date. But on the spot date, the exchange rate at which transaction is also called and as a spot exchange rate. The exchange rate at which the transaction is done, it is also known as the spot transaction date. It is the timing of the actual delivery of the foreign exchange, the difference between spot market and forward transaction. It is a timing. I know that it is a timing. In the spot market, the currencies are traded for immediate delivery at rate exceeding on the day of the transaction. Sometimes the currencies are traded for immediate delivery at a rate of existing on the day of, because sometimes there are immediate delivery. Due to the immediate delivery, there are on the day of transactions for bookkeeping entries, just like delivery takes 2 working days after the transaction is complete, because bookkeeping after that complete work. So after that 2 days the transaction is completed. If a particular market is closed on the Saturday according to the rules of the bookkeeping, and Sunday, and if the transaction take place on the Thursday, the delivery of currency shall take place on the Monday, because there is a two type of Saturday and Sunday is a closing date, and transaction taking on the Thursday. So delivery of currency shall take place on the Monday, because there is a Monday is in this case is known as a value date or the settlement date. I don't know, I don't know Monday because it take 2 days. So it included the Thursday and the Friday. So Saturday and Sunday is closed. So it will do the small tax take place on the Monday. So Monday in this case is also known as a value date or the settlement date. Next is forward and future market. Forward market for future foreign exchange is the market which handle a transaction of foreign exchange, that means our future delivery, means now we have the contract but we are dealing in the future. This future delivery, such transaction are entered into the today but are to settled on some future date. We are done today but are to be settled on some future date. Forward transaction are contracted for the two reasons: one, to avoid the risk of any adverse change in the exchange rate, and second, to make a speculative gains. To avoid any adverse change in the exchange rate, and the second is to make the speculative gains, to change in the adverse risk of any, because a lot of exchange rate risk such as the speculative games is like, so that's why to know the marketer, the businessman is also known that there's some time of speculative game, so they should delay that on that date. That is future market. The currency future are known as derivatives. Currencies futures, futures, the currency of the future is known as derivatives. They are similar to forward markets, but in many ways they are two different. The size of the contract and maturity date in the case of contract standardized, contract size and the date in the case of the future contract are standardized. They are standard, but they are non-standardized in the and flexible in the case of the forward contract. The forward market is an over the counter market. I know that forward market is on the spot market, and in the over the counter market, the dealer is also online doing. Foreign market does not involve any brokerage fees. There is no broker involved, so there is no brokerage fees. In the future, market margin money is responsible to the compensate the loss on daily settlements. But in the future, sometime of the margin money is deposited to the compensate the loss. Sometimes loss arises on the daily settlements. So forward deals are contracted directly between the two parties. In the case future deals are contracted with the clearing houses. Clearing houses that clear all settlements. The market for future the market for the currency future is used by both the hedges and the speculators. The former use it to reducing the risk appearing on the count of change in the exchange rate. The former use it for reducing the risk and appearing on the count of change in exchange rate. Sometimes there is a sometime of changes to reducing the risk, so it should be appear in the exchange rate. The later is use it for re-upping, repairing re repairing profits. Under the condition of the risk neutrality, interest rate, forward prices, future prices, and expected report rate at delivery are equal. So this point is under the risk conditions like risk and interest rate. Risk, there is a loss of risk, loss of interest rates, forward prices, future prices, and expected spot rate at deliveries are the equal. I don't know what was the point, so I will circle it. Differences in any arises on the count of differences in interest. Yeah, if there is any differences in the accounts and like future prices, so there is also differences in interest rates gets wiped out by the future of the arbitrate. I don't know what was exactly. So thank you so much.